It's happening. It's happening. Banana for scale. It's exactly why I got it. Actually, I might eat it. Alright, stream looks like it's working. That's a good start. Just starting a little early, just chilling. Waiting for people to get in here. You know the drill. I've been liking starting the streams a little early lately because it gives me time to kind of like center myself and prepare while people also kind of trickle in. Gives the bot time to ping the channel. Yep, that too. Fasa got a notification, rushed in. What's going down? Well, right now I'm just kind of chilling, waiting for some more people to get in here. But once I officially start, this is going down. I'm not going to autofocus that because I think you can probably see that just fine. So that's what's going to be going down. Ugh. Should I eat the banana? The banana is honestly not even here for like any scale or like beam reasons. Like I was gonna eat it earlier today and I just didn't, and it's just been sitting on my desk. Peel it very slowly and then eat it. All right. This seems like really good banana peeling music too, if I'm being honest. I'm not peeling this very well. Slower? You guys are demanding. Also, how's the music levels, guys? Is the music too loud? Bite lip while doing it. Can't wait for those to get clipped. Can't hear the music? Wait, really? I'll turn the music up a little bit. This banana has seen better days. Why hasn't the bot pinged Discord yet? I started early so it could ping the Discord. Feels betrayed, man. This playlist is on point today. Playlist link? Alright, hold on. It's a 24-hour lo-fi hip-hop playlist. 24/7 or whatever. Play Despacito. I wonder if since I reintegrated the bot, it's being stupid. Alright, I'm done with the banana for now. Gotta figure out why my Discord bot is being stupid. Me 6 bot, please. Still seems right. Huh. Maybe the bot's just sick today. Is the audio better now? Or the music volume, I mean? Still not too loud? Yeah. Alright. Oh boy. Ugh. Premium audio experience. So this won't be the first time I've built a Zephyr, but it will be the first time I'll be using tactile switches with a Zephyr. So that is something. Thank you very much for the 69 bits, 159. 69, bruh. Hey, Titan. Hey, Nathan asking, have you started watching Shira Boko yet? You spelled that wrong. But, yes. I watched the first episode last night. Or maybe the first 2 episodes. I'm not quite pulled in yet, but you know, we'll see. We'll see. What switches? So these are 62 gram V2 Zelios that I lubed with Krytox GPL 106 a little while back when I first got these prototypes in. All right, let's try to get this out of the box, shall we? Holy crap, that's heavy. All right. You just ordered some 67 gram. Hope that didn't go too heavy. 67 gram normally too heavy for you? How much does a Zephyr weigh? A lot. How much? Yeah, I'll weigh it. I'll weigh it later after I build it. I try to do that with most builds. So I know you guys are often interested in that. So I'll weigh it. I'll weigh it a little bit later. I don't remember what it was last time I weighed it. It's pretty heavy though. I'm pretty sure it's like well over 5 or 6 pounds. Heffy's asking, what's the backstory? Your Zephyr or building for someone else? This is actually mine. This is mine. So I scored one of the limited Black Friday run ones that were like $100 off. I knew I probably wasn't ever going to get a Zephyr for that cheap, like ever again. So I made sure I got one of those because they were marked down for $100 off. Did you get the gray? Well, you guys wanna find out? Let's find out what color I got. Oh, now the bot pings people. Only took 15 minutes. Interesting. Bot must be sick today. I'll have to take him to a doctor. Why does DHL deliver yours today? Because I'm special. What's funny is, so Zeal lives and ships from like 3 hours away from me, like just like 3 hours up from me. But you know, it has to go through customs or whatever. So the Zephyr was shipped from Canada, where Zeal is, down to Los Angeles, past me, like a long ways past me, just to get through customs, and then it comes back up to near Seattle, where I am. Pretty hilarious. I actually haven't opened this up yet. I hope everything's there. Otherwise, this is gonna be a really silly build stream. You just got delivered on Sunday. Nice. What the heck? Alright. I have unboxed one of these before. This is not entirely new to me. Of course, we got some bump-ons there. Some long, thick bump-ons for the feet, as well as some stickers. One of these silly eggplant stickers with Zelio spelled Zeelio. And of course a Zeal brand sticker as well. Yours is gonna come tomorrow, Ray. Don't worry. We got you. It's coming tomorrow. check the switch box. Oh, there's supposed to be a Kit Kat in there, right? Alright, so I have my PCB here. I think that's... Yep. Tightly in here. Alright, so here's the PCB, that black and gold goodness. Check my switch box. That'd be cool if there were switches in here, just like randomly, even though I didn't order any. Does feel heavy though. There better be Kit Kats in here. Warrenified to sub with Twitch Prime. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that, my friend. It's a PCB USB-C? I think so. Yeah. USB-C. Alright. So I see a Kit Kat already. That's a good start, right? What else we got here? Oh, crap. Oh my gosh. We got lots of Kit Kats, boys. It's a Kit Kat stream, obviously. I'm streaming under the wrong category. Oh, hilarious. They fit immensely well in this Switch box. Don't know why your auto subscriptions haven't been going through. Yeah, if you sub with Twitch Prime, it doesn't automatically renew for whatever reason. Well, for the reason because, you know, Amazon acquired Twitch, and Amazon doesn't want to use any money that they don't have to, so they conveniently cancel your sub after a month instead of having it auto-renew if you use Twitch Prime. I feel like this song just got really loud. Turn it down just a little bit. Can you test C to C for you? I don't think I have a C to C cable. Otherwise I would. I did ask Zeal if C to C would work, and he said it should. So, there's that. The quality on the stream is awesome. Thank you, sir. Yeah, it's a pretty ghetto setup, because I didn't really have a lot to spend on it, but I made some upgrades. I got like 2 long like lamp arms here that have really bright LED bulbs in them, which I have diffused with, I wrapped some t-shirts around, some white t-shirts around them, which is a great diffuser. And then, you know, of course I have my nice camera that's dangling off of an arm that's attached behind my monitors by my windowsill, which is hilarious. My man Mart subbed, tier 1 sub, 10 months in a row. Thank you so much. Heck yeah. Also, you need to refresh the stream for the notice to be broadcasted. Oh. Chewy also subs with Twitch Prime, 4 months in a row. Thank you so much. Brian, if you got the gray one, you beat me by seconds. Uh-oh. I did get a gray one. There were 2 gray ones. I got one of them. Oh, you guys are waiting for this reveal. Very nice. So, I mean, I think this was B stock or something. So I think there was some kind of... I think the bottom and the top are very slightly different colors. I think that's what the B stock is on this one. Can't really tell though. Maybe it's something else. I guess we'll have to build and find out. Hopefully there's nothing else wrong with it. I don't think there is though. Even Zeal's B stock stuff is, you know, A stock for a lot of other people. So these ones actually do come with stabs, which is pretty cool. Happy about that because I needed stabs, and Zeal stabs are Tebest IMO. Chewie got the other gray one. Nice. Yeah. No, I knew it, like, when I didn't even plan on getting one, and then like Zeal posted pictures of them like just randomly in the Discord before the sale went live, and like I saw the gray one and I was like, holy crap, like that looks amazing. I really, really, really need that. And so eventually I caved. I feel like I wouldn't have gotten one unless it was this color. How much was the B stock? It was 500, I think. Yeah, like 500. It was like $100 off. Almost as nice as the eggplant. The eggplant is really, really, really awesome in person. But I knew once I saw this kind of like cooler gray that I just had to do it. He has it listed as silver. I mean, I guess you could call it like a dark silver. I would call it a light gray though, but you guys also know my history of color blindness, so you know. The board looks tiny in your hands. Yeah, I have really big hands, so it doesn't really help. I'm a very large person. Alright, so some stabilizer wires here. Alright, I don't think I need anything else from there. You never really realize how lucky you are in your life sometimes until you notice that you have an M60A sitting on your desk with a Zephyr that you're about to build. Sometimes I fail to see how fortunate I usually am, and it's moments like these that that really drive that home. Looks real silvery instead of gray. It's because of the lighting. I'm sorry, guys. Let me hold on. Try to get a little bit better. Maybe you guys can see a little bit easier that way. Like I'd call it gray, not silver, but it's definitely lighter than a lot of other gray keyboards I've seen. Sorry that the camera's kind of wobbling. It's because it's on a very long arm. It'll stop in a second. Color's super good. Yeah. Hashtag blessed. What's the most expensive? 60 to 65%. Except for all that Rama brass Rama. Sheesh, I don't know. 60 to 65%, huh? I don't know. Zeno? No, the Zeno's 75%. I mean, all brass boards are pretty much always going to be the heaviest option. Yeah, E6 brass. Yeah, heavy 6, I guess. Yeah. Just tuned in, says JT Jet. What's going on in the board? Or sorry, in the board. So I have some lubed 62 gram V2 Zelios that I'll be putting in there first. You know, might swap them out another time. I don't know. I just feel like I'm gonna go against the grain and do what most people wouldn't do. I mean, most people that got a Zephyr, you know, either use some kind of silent switch or like maybe some kind of linear. But I'm very curious to see how a tactile switch performs, a non-silenced tactile switch with that 5mm brass plate. So I'm really curious to see how that's gonna work. So that's kind of what's going on here. Am I confused? Sorry, guys. I mean, I see the conversation you're having. Anyways, let's maybe start popping this bad boy open. Actually, I'm going to lube my stabilizers first and put them in the PCB. That's what I'm going to do first. Put this off to the side a little bit, but still so you guys can somewhat see it. Wow, man. The PVD on that's nuts. It reflects light so well. It's okay you love me. Thank you. I'm glad someone does. This is kind of my work mat. It's kind of dirty at the moment. Most of this is like flux, actually. I'm glad the Zeal stabs were included in this. Alright, what layout do I want? I think I'm going to do normal backspace. So I'm going to use all of the stabilizers. I need the good stuff. You guys know what the good stuff is, right? Lube. Is this Tada 68? Yeah. Yeah, I got the Tada 68 right here. Pretty nice, right? It's the and Pro too. That's what this is. All right. How are all of you doing today? Anyone getting in on that sweet Zephyr group buy? That Zephyr's looking pretty epic. I need to figure out what I need to sell to be able to afford the Zephyr. Or not Zephyr, sorry, Zeno. Yeah. I get the Z boards confused. My apologies. The Zeno group buy. Zeno is 75%. Been waiting so long for that board, man. It feels like I've been waiting like I feel like I saw renders like 2 years ago. You're passing on it? Impressive. That's actually impressive. Sell top clack? I don't think there's any board I want enough to sell top clack. I'll probably try to go through my collection and find some stuff to sell. I really want to get it, and I really want to make sure I can get it with the $40 discount that it's currently at. Alright, I'm not going to fully lube these because I usually don't find Zeal stabs need that. I'm just going to lube the wire, the insert, where it goes in. If anyone is buying the Zeno, getting in that group buy, and you also want to support Top Clack, make sure to buy it using zealpc.net/TopClack. That's our affiliate link. Obviously, it doesn't cost you any more or anything, but Top Clack gets a little bit of a kickback when you do. So, if that's something you're interested in helping with, then please make sure you use that. And if you don't want to, that's fine too. Titan says, I need to sell a lot of my older things so I can get those Helios on the Rama M60. Yeah, that'd be pretty sick. Helios, pretty darn nice. I'm actually gonna get some of the Helios pretty soon. The ones I have are prototypes, and the final ones actually have some alterations. They're supposed to be better, which is cool because I thought even the prototypes were actually pretty good. Oh. What? You what, mate? Ooh. I literally have no clue what V2 switch I want. Need to get the sampler pack ASAP. Yeah, I mean they're all pretty good. Like I have the Xylence in here. They're just stock right now. I do plan to lube these soon though. So I got the Xylence in there, and I've been even stock. I've been liking them quite a bit. And then I have the V2 Zelios here, which I did use stock for a little bit. They're pretty good. I like them a lot. I think it's a major upgrade over V1. And then I lubed them also. And now they're even better. But I have the Helios in another build too, and they're honestly quite good as well. But I haven't tried the final Helios yet, but I can only assume they're better, so it would be weird for him to make alterations that made the Switch worse. Know what I'm saying? Alright. Subnet asks, V2s are less tactile than, say, a Box Royal, right? I would say the tactility, like, the force it takes to overcome the bump might be similar. But, I mean, you also get different weights here in the Zelios. Obviously, you get your pick, whereas Box Royals just had one weight and one weight only, which was like 70 gram bottom out. But like here, you can obviously get 62, 65, 67. It's a rounder bump too. Like the box royals are pretty harsh. Like the bump is really short, really sharp, and really abrupt. Which I think it's a cool switch, and I definitely don't mind using them. Honestly, I have some, and I do like them. But it's definitely not my preferred style of tactility. Whereas the Zeal V2s are much more my style. You get a bigger, rounder bump. It's not quite as harsh. It still feels very natural. It's very snappy. And it's incredibly smooth, even stock. So I don't know. It's hard to compare them as a switch. Twitch Chat Genius asks, do you use your GMK sets enough to acquire Shine? If so, do you continue using them anyway or just shelve them? So, longtime viewers will know of Top Clack that I completely embrace the Shine. I have no problem with it whatsoever. I can shine up a GMK set in a month. Easy peasy. No problem at all. I have no problems with it. It doesn't bother me at all. I actually love the way that looks. Like, if you get like a nice even shine, like, it just looks great, in my opinion. It's very classic. I mean, I can get why some people wouldn't like it, but I'm a bit easier going, I suppose. Exactly, Titan gets it. It means it's been well used. It means it's been loved. Well loved. Not too much lube on that one. Yeah, definitely well used. I got no problem with Shine. Even Shine is so hard, QWERTY is left-hand heavy. That's true. But I mean, Shine pretty much in any way doesn't really bother me, thankfully. I know there are definitely lots of people in the community that it does bother. But I mean, if we're being honest, you can't pay, you know, $120, $140, $180 for a GMK set, have it shine after a month, and be like, well, that was a good run, and throw it away or something. Like, you know, like, it's an expensive key set. It really is. You really have to use it to its fullest, I think, to get the value out of it. So yeah, I'm definitely a user. I'm not a collector. $30 shipping to get the W01A weight. Yeah. That's why I just got the internal weight with mine. So I didn't have to pay the extra shipping. The weight is actually, you can use it in the M60A or the Koyu. It's interchangeable, which is kind of cool. I'll wash my hands real quick. 1 second, guys. As I trip on my scale. You should offer a bundle. Would help to only have one price tag. A bundle on what? Like a bundle of weights? Because the M60A and the Koyu are both offered with the weight. Internal weight is 800 grams. Yeah, internal weight definitely makes it pretty beefy. Need it for sound, personally. Yeah. Even with the Xylence, I noticed a difference in sound. Without the internal weight, it was like... It was a little hollow. Like a little pingy. Which, I mean, you can definitely fix without a weight, but... let's be honest, the weight's freaking elegant. You get extra weight and you get better sound. Your Norbauer cases are heavy as heck. Yeah, actually, I just got, like today, I just got my tracking for my Norba Force. I got one of the powder-coated ones, so, you know, it took a little extra time. But really happy about that. It's scheduled to come in on Wednesday. I don't know if that's true or not, but that'd be kind of cool. I actually need to. I don't even have a real force. I need to like find a cheap real force that I can gut and I can use it. I'll probably throw in some BKE Redux domes because I have like all the weights just like sitting in my drawer. Lube up the sliders, slider rails, the stabilizers, and then put that bad boy together. Alright, so also apparently I can use this with VIA Programmer, the new programmer that works with like the M60 and I mean I think the intention is to have it work with all Wilba designed PCBs. I mean, he is the designer for Rama Works PCBs as well as Zeal PCBs. So I think I need to update the hex for this, and then I can use it with the VIA programmer configurator thing, which is, if you've seen the last couple streams where I've used it, it's freaking glorious, man. It makes Bootmapper client look like rocket science. I don't think this particular bit set has the right size bit for this. Thankfully, I have lots of others. Josie Brewer says, "Howdy, haven't watched in a long time. How are things in keyboard land? I'm eyeing those new cream switches." Well, hello to you. Glad you managed to tune back in at some point. Appreciate that. How are things in keyboard land? Keyboard land's crazy right now, man. Like, there's so much new stuff coming out, both in terms of keyboards, switches, and other innovations, that it's a really, really cool time to be a keyboard enthusiast. Like, it really is. The cream switches definitely are looking pretty awesome. I'm excited to get some of the final versions myself. Do you know anyone that has done some mods besides lubing to the Zeal V2s? I tried a Halo stem and this in the V2 housing. It's pretty good. It's like a little less tactile than the actual Zeal V2s. So I guess if you're trying to tone down tactility, that could be something. It's not quite as good as a Holy Panda though, IMO. Bump isn't quite as long. Josie Brewer says, "I was really into everything keyboards. Then I finished building my Iris with vintage black ice switches. Then I was kind of done. So endgame achieved, I guess?" Hey, yeah, absolutely. Hey man, more power to you. For me, it's all about the journey. But I can definitely see the merit in having, you know, one keyboard to rule them all. I don't think that'll ever be me. I like variety too much. but I definitely respect that outlook. I wish it could be me, because then things would be a lot less expensive. The plate alone is so freaking heavy. Got my fingerprints all over the brass. You know how we do. Alright, if I recall, one of these switches is not like the other. There we go. So I actually have I used a heavier one for my spacebar. This is a 67 gram. I like having my spacebar be a little bit heavier a lot of the times, so that's why I do that. Yeah, so darker stem, heavier. So that's going to be my spacebar switch. Alright, I need some caps to test, though. I just happen to have a set of GMK cyan here. Make sure I can test my stabs before I actually solder anything. Spacebar stab's still a little bit rattly. I'll have to fix that. That one's fine. Is that a 2U? Wow. That also feels a little bit rattly. I almost wonder if it's because of the plate. Not even like rattly, it's like pingy. These two seem fine though. Let me test this a different way. Interesting. I think it is the plate then. Totally is. Interesting. Dad, did we get 67 gram yet? Is that a clear PCB? No, no, it's not. It's not actually clear. It's like kind of like a black and gold. Oof, is that for round 2? Getting in soon. Nice. Once built up, the plate doesn't sit as heavy on the PCB. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. There was like some mild pinging on the spacebar and left shift stabilizer, but without the plate, it's totally fine. Debating on using a lubed 78 gram Xylent V2 for my spacebar. What do you guys think? It's kind of like my plan right now. Thinking about that, make it a little bit quieter. Twitch Chat Genius asking, did you lube the wires for those stabs? I remember you did a build with Zeal stabs for Olivia, and you lubed the housing and the slider too. Yeah, so usually when I'm building for other people, especially when they're paying me, I go the extra mile, and I try to make sure the stabilizers are like perfection. But this is mine, and sometimes on my build I'm kind of lazy, especially if I think I'm going to wind up rebuilding it at some point, which I do here. So that's kind of where I'm at. I just lubed the wires because Zeal stabs are already pretty smooth, and they already feel pretty good. So I feel like just doing the wire, like the wires themselves, is usually totally freaking fine. But yeah, I'm assuming that once it's actually built, that'll make a lot more sense. Alright, so yeah, maybe I'll do a Xylent. I think I have one. The Xylent. It's already lubed too. Nice. So we'll do the Xylent on the space bar there, and that should help a little bit as well. Yeah, it's already quieter. Very cool, very cool. All right, let's get some more switches in then. $100 million switches. What? Do the stabs lube? I already lubed them. Well, I lubed the wires. I was too lazy to fully do them. They will be totally good though. I'm probably going to wind up desoldering this at some point, taking these out and putting some kind of linear in. I definitely want to try like retooled or vintage blacks with lubed. Just like, since this is the first time I've owned something with a 5mm brass plate, so So that's kind of where I'm at right now. I just want to test things with it. More on plastic part? You're killing me, man. Let me take all these off now. Only because you said please. I'll do a full lube job. You should have been here like 20 minutes ago. But fine. I'll set this plate on my lap for now. Just woke up? It's 8 p.m., my dude. What do you mean you just woke up? There's very few people I would do this for. Very few people I would take stabs back off to lube. Or to lube differently. So feel proud. Dropped a screw. Magnetic bowls, man. You can use them to swipe across the ground to find screws and stuff, springs, whatever. You know, so convenient. I need a convenient place to put these wires, because the wires have lube on them. And that's convenient. Nice. All right. Between launching Zeno and packing Zeal orders, no sleep. I believe that. I believe that. I'm glad you're restarting the build for me, thanks. I know, right? Add like 20 minutes to this build time. Sheesh. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Ooh. You know your boy loves the Cowboy Bebop sound samples. Zeno's looking pretty hype though, boys. Pretty darn hype. I'm definitely going to attempt to get one. Just a matter of figuring out how first. Not sure what color I'd want. I think I'd have to get a rose gold half plate. I think that's the only right option in the Zeno. for me, at least. Rose gold PVD brass, like, come on. How is anyone not going to have that as an option? But what color would look best with the rose gold? That's the real question. I was thinking black. But I think silver could be cool too. I don't know if the purple and the rose gold would go very well together. What's a half plate? You mean how does it work? So it's literally like half of a plate, kind of. So usually the way it works is a half plate will have the plate itself will only be for like the mods. Like it won't include the alphanumerics, or at least like these main ones right here. The idea is it gives you a PCB mount typing feel while you're using the alphas, so it's a bit more flexy, which some people like, some people not so much. Poochzag says, picking Zeno color was the toughest thing I did today. Rose gold half, of course. Yeah, I think the rose gold half plate would definitely be the direction I have to go. Puchek says, yeah, I'm a little worried about the purple and rose gold living dangerously. It could be cool with a neutral key set. You got the purple and rose gold? You actually went purple and rose gold? Because if so, that's interesting. I wonder how many people are gonna do that. I feel like purple plus rose gold is probably something that almost nobody's gonna order. So it's gonna be like, if you have one, it's gonna be very, very rare. Yes, don't talk me off it. I'm not going to. I mean, that's, you do you, man. That's the beauty of this hobby. I would not have expected anyone to pick that combination. That's all I'm saying. But I honestly can't wait to see like what it looks like when people do that. I think the potential's there. Come on, go in the hole. Purple and rose gold can work. Submitted the order already, so you can't second guess yourself. Yeah. I know I said it earlier on in the stream, but you know, if you guys are considering getting the Zeno or any other product from zealpc.net, you can use the Top Clack affiliate link, which is just zealpc.net/topclack. That gives us a bit of a kickback, so really, really helps Top Clack out a lot. Doesn't cost you anything extra, of course. You know, if you want to help support Top Clack, that's a fantastic way to do it when you buy Zeal products.
There was a princess, and she fell in love.
7 minutes ago, I wasn't mentally prepared to drop another 5 hungi on a keyboard. Only shipping not costs $95. Oof! Wow, that's brutal. Where are you? That serious international shipping. Talisman Solution says, just got here. I assume this is about the Zeal 75% that he was just notified, that I was just notified about via email. Hello, folks. Hello. Welcome. And yeah, so it's not called the Zeal 75, it's called the Zeno. The designer is Poner, who's actually in chat right now. Group buy is just, you know, being handled by Zeal as well. I'm sure he might have had some help in the design work also, but That's what's going on. Darn it. That's what I was trying to avoid. This is so hard to do after they're like already somewhat lubed. Oh well, should be worth it. Like Xena? Kind of, just with an O. Zeno. Anybody old enough to remember Xena? Do you guys ever watch Xena or Hercules? Pretty sure the Hercules had Kevin Sorbo, who was just terrible. It was such a like, it was so bad it was good. It was pretty cheesy, yeah. I mean, so was the Xena. Xena was it Lucy Lawless? Is that who played Xena? I always had a crush on her sidekick. Is it Gabriella? I mean, I was a little kid, but she was pretty cute. I'm so old, I was too old to watch it. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Sidekick was pretty hot. That's how I knew I was solely attracted to women. Nice. So Quakeums, what's the build? I will show you momentarily. I am doing a Zephyr for myself even. Sometimes you just gotta treat yourself, right? Building a silver / gray Zephyr. I say silver / gray because it's kind of a light gray or a dark silver, depending on, you know, who you are. Alright, now I need to go wash my hands again. So much looping. Another Zeal thing. It's a Zeal thing! Alright, just put these stabilizers back on. Now that I just finished lubing them more. All for Zeal. Lube them more for Zeal. That face one stabilizers are the longest part of my builds. Not too keen on the December 3rd thing, 3rd date though. Is that when the group buy ends, or is that when it goes back up to 460? Because I'd agree that's a pretty short window for a group buy. Also donates 200 bits. Thank you very much, Talisman. Appreciate that. Love me some bits. Bits on bits on bits on bits. So sale ends December 3rd. Wow. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, sorry. Yes. Sale ends. The GB is still for a while. Group buy till February? Serious? That's actually kind of crazy. So yeah, lots of time to think about it at least. Okay, yeah. Very, very long group buy then. Nice. But yeah, it'd be nice to be able to grab it during that sale with $40 off. Save for it, yeah. I'm gonna have to do some serious saving. All right, let's try this again. Need to grab a microfiber cloth too. $40 won't kill me. It's when Rama and Zeal have premium product at the same time. Yeah, I feel you there, man. Definitely feel you there. And thank you again so much for 200 more bits. You are too kind, my friend. Too kind. Alright, not too bad. Gotta stay hydrated, boys. All right. And throw in a Norbauer or something, and I'll have to sell a child or two. This hobby's rough, man. Certainly rough. Finish on that plate. Yeah, I mean, I have fingerprints all over it now. I mean, I should probably wait to clean it up, honestly. But oh well. It's gonna get fingerprinted either way. I don't have gloves, man. If you want people to build your keyboards with gloves, send gloves with it. Quick is just sending it. I built my Zephyr with gloves on. What? I'm just sending it? But this is mine. I did this. I think I'm short a couple switches for this build. Like, I have more, but I think from this pile I'm short. Might have to lube a couple though. We'll see. Let's go stepped caps lock. Hi, Olivia. Just the person I wanted to see. Olivia, do you think you could PM me the updated hex file for the Zeal 65 so I can use the VIA configurator? Oh my god, webcam, why are you doing this to me? Turn off the focus. Holy crap. Yeah, the Zeal 65. This is a Zephyr. So yeah, I would love it if you could PM me that text file or something, so I can update that. I hope she doesn't look up at the leaderboard. What? Oh, because she got dethroned last stream? You slid into my PMs. Thank you, Olivia. I like when you slide into my things. Everyone's sliding into my DMs. You know what Daddy likes. Zeal's a worthy successor. Yeah, absolutely. You guys are both awesome. You guys are all awesome. Quickums, please. What? What did I do? You don't like my DM sliding stuff? Listening to me must be really hard sometimes. I don't add some more lubed Zilio V2s here. Canada post-strike is over? Is it really? Give me that 67 grand escape key, right? That way I don't have to lube another switch. Heavier escape key is okay. I'm okay with that. Got a heavier spacebar and a heavier escape key. Bam. Outplayed. Alright. Oh man. Some of these switches are so loose in the PCB. I'm assuming because revision 1 PCB and updated Zelios. I think some of these actually might fall out. One of them did. I'll just have to get fancy while soldering this. Yeah, I need to anchor them. Oh well. This should be good enough. All but one of them stayed in well enough. I just gotta make sure, excuse me, to put pressure on the PCB while I'm soldering. Oh boy. Guess I should have soldered some of these in first. Oh well. Should still be alright. That's why you got new PCBs. Good idea. This is nothing that I can't overcome, though, thankfully. Let's try to get some anchors down here. Sorry, my big fat head's in the way. Ooh, a reskinned Zeal one? It's gotta be purple, right? A bunch of purple or some shit? A bunch of pruple? I have a bent pin. Whoopsie. Trying to hold everything down so the switches will actually stay all the way in so I can solder easier. The solder job's going to take me a little bit longer than normal because I'm going to do it a little bit more different. Sorry you guys can't see. The way I have to hold this down makes it a little bit difficult to get the right angle and still be able to do this. I'm basically just going to do one pat on every switch until I know all of them are properly solidly mounted. Then I'll go back and do all the other pins. Yeah, Olivia and Wilba both doing awesome work on the VIA configurator. It's been an absolute joy to use so far, honestly. I'd love to use it on like all of my keyboards. That's another pin, apparently.
It's not just a fear of commitment, that I'm incapable of caring. It's, I can't. It's just that if I'm totally honest with myself.
Olivia the Queen. Hata is most definitely a queen. Just kidding. I like him. Hata is a good time. He's fantastic. Zeal try to teach you the way of the hot pot. Did it work? Alright, I'm almost done with the hard part. And I can finish soldering without having to worry about the switches coming out. Okay. That should help. I'll get these 4 switches in last. We're looking for an Olivia keyboard. It's coming out soon, right? Hey, Senin. How you doing, man? It's been a while. Between the Zephyr and M60, getting pretty pricey. Neither are what I would call cheap boards, that's for sure. But gosh darn it, they're awesome. Trying to solder at an angle that you guys can actually see, because I know some people actually care. I'm so used to like being right over it when I solder. Talisman Solutions gifts a tier 1 sub to Senin. Very nice. Thank you so much. Very helpful.
Hit this, yo.
Let's swap the playlist a little bit. Want something a little different. Where was I? Here we go. The M60 looks awesome. Yeah. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. I love it. I realize that music might be kind of loud, guys. I'll turn it down in a second. Sorry. Oh, there's 42 of you still here? That's actually pretty impressive. Thank you. All of you. I may or may not love you. Don't tell anyone, though. JStew726 asks, is this a keyboard kit or did you custom make it? I guess technically it would be a keyboard kit. It's a custom keyboard kit, I guess would be the best way to describe it. Yep, as Zeal said, these are 62 grams Helios V2. I did lube these with GPL 106 Krytox oil with a few 67s. Well, I have a 67 gram escape key, also lubed with GPL 106, and my spacebar is actually a 78 grams Xylent that was lubed with GPL 106 as well. Right. Let's make sure keys work first. How about that? Yeah, I have to jump some pads to make sure that this stabilizer left side lights up, as well as all the stuff over here from these stabilizers. I forgot to actually do that. There's pads that you have to jump to, make sure you get the appropriate LEDs. Does it affect tactility? You mean the lubing? Depends on how you do it. It definitely can, or it definitely can't, depending on how. Alright, so let me make sure all these switches work first, and I'll deal with those LEDs. So get nothing yet, really? Well, none of my keys are working. So, huh. The last USB device you connected to this computer was not recognized. I'm gonna go ahead and guess there's just like no layout flashed on this at the moment. That's gonna be my guess. USB device not recognized. Why not? I'm so confused. It wouldn't be, I mean, it wouldn't be normal unless I had some kind of issue. Check the solder joint. Well, it's not a matter of soldering because none of the switches are being recognized. Solder splatter on USB. I don't see any. USB looks fine. I mean, I'm plugged into a hub, but it's a powered hub that works with my RGB M60. You plug it again, but don't rest it down on the table. Yeah, I'm getting a Windows error, USB device not recognized every time. Alright, I'll try plugging it in, not through the hub. Not like that should matter. Testing, yeah, I'm testing with another cable right now. Give me a sec. I mean, that cable was working with my M60 just fine. And obviously something's going on because, you know, it lights up. So it's obviously something. This wouldn't be top Clack if everything went right. So this is pretty par for the course, guys. Okay. Well, what? Well, somehow that worked. Seems kind of finicky, though. Don't let the USB port touch the PVD. Oh, I guess that makes sense, huh? Well, it shouldn't be. Here's what I'm gonna do. Put it in the case. I'm not gonna screw it in yet, but just for testing purposes. What kind of plate is that? 5mm brass. Alright, so I'm getting registry on the keys now, so that's looking good and normal. Can't tell if it's the port or the cable. One of them is being a little finicky though. Alright, well, let's just make sure keys work. That's going to be a good start, right? Okay, so everything works. Those are both functions. Alright, so every key works. Okay, so that's good. All the keys work. Whether it's this cable or cables or USB port, something a little fishy's going on there. Might just need to either resolder or update the solder. Yeah, this cable doesn't work at all. So apparently even with a powered USB hub, that's kind of an issue. But direct line... Oh, that doesn't work either anymore. What? What is going on here? This is one of the strangest keyboard situations I've ever had. What the heck? Now it's not working. The cable is dead. I suppose. I don't know. Let's see if this works with my M60. I don't think it's the cable. Yeah, see, this is totally fine. Yeah, so that works. And that works. So somehow I messed up something somewhere. Check DMs. Ooh. I guess, yeah, that's definitely a possibility. Maybe I was pressing too hard when I was trying to keep it flush. But like, there's PCB material in between the port and the PVD brass, so how could... Suggest putting a little piece of paper in between it to test. Which I should have somewhere. Show me paper. Somewhere. Grab a piece of printing paper. Be right back. It wouldn't be fun if it were easy, guys, right? I do not have a multimeter, unfortunately. So, Zeal suggesting that when I was putting a lot of pressure on the PCB to make sure the switches were straight, I might have been pressing a little too hard, and the other side of the PCB where the USB port is soldered onto might actually be touching the PVD. So he suggested sliding some paper in between there, so that way it could interrupt that connection if that's true. It was a little tight to get in there, so I think that's definitely a possibility. And now things seem to be registering just fine. So he might have hit the nail on the head there, which I hope so, because obviously that's a ridiculously easy fix. I mean, things seem to be going pretty well so far. It's registering everything now. So let's we'll call that a win for now. Let me do a couple insertions just to make sure we're good here. Okay, good stuff. One more test. Alright, good stuff. Let me try out the other cable again. Because I really don't see a reason why it wouldn't work with a powered hub. Apparently, it just doesn't work with a powered hub. That's a bummer. I mean, not the biggest deal, but... Oh, now that one's not working again either. What the F? I don't understand. What is going on in my life right now? Oh my god. Try a shorter cable? Shorter cable? Turn RGB off? I mean, I can't turn it off yet. I can't turn it off until I'm able to, right? It worked. Oh my god, man. USB device not recognized. I mean, I can't turn off LEDs at the moment. Drawing too much power, I suppose. Let's see, my shortest USB-C cable. Pretty sure this one's not very long. Hold on, I gotta get behind my hub. Get behind a bunch of stuff. This is not very long, I guess. Oh boy. Alright, swapping to... I'm pretty positive this is my shortest USB-C cable. So that works. That works now. I need some whiskey. I mean, it worked it worked 3 times on 3 different insertions with my long coiled cable, and then I tried putting another cable in it, and then it started having issues again. Yeah, the cable I'm using now is probably 3 feet. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it has anything to do with my power hub. How do I turn... Oh, there we go. And their USB teeth are bent? Gosh, I freaking hope not. It looks totally fine. It's the hub truss, I suppose. But I was still having trouble without the hub too. The cable side? I mean, there's no way like, both of these cables have been working fine for me for everything else I've ever used them for. I don't understand why they would just suddenly have issues. I mean, this is working now. I want to plug that cable back in just to see if going back to this one after that one will still work. I just want to, like, I want to keep experimenting and try to narrow this down. This is like so freaking ridiculous. All right, I'm gonna do what I probably shouldn't do. try this one again. Everything looks fine in these cables too. Okay, so yeah, that one not working. Let me try. Hold on, I think I have another one back here too. I wonder if this one's plugged in. Okay, so I have another USB cable that I'm using right now that is also plugged into the same hub that this cable is plugged into. And that's working. I don't think I've ever been so confused with a keyboard problem. So that's working. This is plugged into the same powered hub that this one's plugged into. This one does not work. I guess it just doesn't like this cable. I suppose, which is fine. Like that's another easy solution. I just won't use that cable with this board. Oh man. Can I just like put this back together yet? Should I turn the LEDs back on? So yeah, this cable seems to be fine. This one also seems to be fine. Alright, I'm done racking my brain over that. I'm just gonna assume this cable's gonna be totally fine. Keep that there. I am gonna keep this piece of paper here, just for the sake of, just in case. Sorry guys, I just need to take like a 10-second chill session so I don't freaking go crazy from this stupid cable conundrum. $159 donates 69 bits, says RGB. Thanks, man. I appreciate the bits. The bits mean a lot right now. Like Zeal mentioned, maybe the actual port on the hub is having issues. It's possible. It's definitely possible. I mean, it's working. It was working perfectly fine. No problems at all with both my M60A and any other board. I also tried it with before this scenario. So, I don't know. It seems to be, relating to the Zephyr or the Zeal 65 in some way. Because everything else has been totally fine. But I guess anything's possible, I suppose? Try swapping the Rama cable to another USB port in the hub. I think I'm done dealing with cables. This seems to work, so... It's good enough for now. I'll figure the rest out later. Wasn't the M60 working with that same port on the hub? Yes. Is that within safety guidelines to have the paper in there? It's paper. What can What's the worst that could happen, right? It's a very small piece of paper. I appreciate that link, Talisman. I might check that out later. I think I'm done. I'm done with cables right now. I just want to get all the SMD LEDs working first, and then I just want to put this together, build it, and make sure it still works with this cable. That's my baseline right now. But I do appreciate the 90 bits, Talisman. Thank you so much. I detected the Rama DLC, and it was like, no. I love Rama boards, though. PC is making you choose between Rama and Zeal. Highlander style. There could be only one. That's savage, man. That is savage. No Chance RPG saying ESD, the silent killer. Do you use an ESD strap while working? No, I don't. I never have. I discharge. So the frame of my desk is actually metal, like aside from the wooden top, obviously, but the rest of it's just a huge metal piece. I discharge myself on that all the time. You guys don't see it, obviously, but I do that all the time. Haven't really had ESD problems like ever before building any keyboard or computer out here where I live. Cool, let's get to that typing test. Yeah, you and me are together right now. O Chesteroni says, "Hey Quakeums, I always catch your VODs on YouTube. What are your stream hours typically?" So for streams like this, sometimes they're a little impromptu, based on like what I have to do. Like obviously I can't stream unless I have something to like stream. I obviously have a board now, but yeah, so for streams like this, they can be a little random. I try to do them like Friday evenings, PST, or PDT, I guess. PST, PDT, Pacific Time. So I try to do streams, like build streams during that time. I just got the Zephyr in today, so I wanted to do it tonight, so it was a little bit more impromptu. As far as like the actual Top Clack main show, that's every Thursday at 6 p.m. Pacific Time. Color Zephyr do I have? It's like a gray / silver. The light makes it kind of look more silver, but it's kind of like a very light gray. Oh, Chesteroni just subbed with a tier 1 sub. Thank you very much for that. You are awesome. Dory says, "Hey Quackers, have you bought the new Zeno key? It looks very nice." I have not purchased one, but I'm hoping to. Alright, anyways. Since this works, I don't feel as bad. $159 gifted a tier 1 sub to Wilba. Nice. First gift sub of the channel. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate that. Is Wilba even here? Wilba has PCBs to design. Alright, so this, it seems like it's totally working with this cable. This random... I think this came with my ZF71 from Z Frontier. Pretty sure that's what this came with. Anyways, let's finish up these LEDs real quick. I need to bridge the gap on a couple pads. To get RGB for my stabilizers properly. This is also something you usually have to do on a Zeal 60 as well. Totally not too hard at all either. Oh, Will Biz here? What the heck? Pootsag donates some bits. Thank you so much. Alright, so stabilizer LEDs. Which ones do I need? Oh, is this not gonna work now? Now it's not gonna work. Why? Why does this hate me? You guys ever seen a grown man cry on a Twitch stream? Now it works! Why? Oh my freaking god, dude. This is unreal. Does it not work upside down? Is this like a thing? I'm starting not to care anymore. Alright, I need LB4A. So yeah, I'm trying with a powered USB hub. Was soldering when it was plugged in? No. What? Oh, I wasn't soldering. It's unplugged. Earlier? I was not! I have not done any soldering while it was plugged in. Telling you, man, I didn't solder while it was plugged in. I didn't even plug it in until I was done soldering. The first time I plugged it in was after I was done soldering. Yeah, no, I have another USB-C cable that I have directly to my PC. There's no hub involved, and like it's mostly been working. Now this one's not working. No hub involved. This one's not working at all either. Windows doesn't recognize it. But hey, right now it works, and this is to the hub. Playing cable roulette over here. And now this one's working, even though it didn't a second ago. Let's try the cable that has not worked, like, at all. This one doesn't work. This one's working again. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. Needs more paper? Like, it's possible? Maybe work if you clean your plate? I can't clean my plate yet until I get this shit worked out. Just pick a cable and go. That's kind of where I'm at right now. I kind of just want to deal with this issue later. Because, I mean, it seems to be working for the most part. Seems to be working more now than not working. Like, it's working right now. What's the issue anyways? I don't even want to explain it anymore. I plug it in, Windows doesn't recognize it. Sometimes. Sometimes it seems totally fine. Almost regardless of what cable I try. So I don't... Oh, whoops. I meant to look at the LEDs to make sure I had all the ones soldered that I needed to. Okay. Yep, still works. So... I'm gonna go ahead and put it in this case and try not to go absolutely insane. Yeah, no, I checked the solder work on the USB port. It's hard to see because the solder, most of the solder work is actually on this side, so I can't really see. So I mean, if the issue persists, I'm gonna have to just desolder the entire board, check out the USB port, make sure that's okay, then test from there. So yeah, that's currently what's going on. I'm not going to desolder it right now. I don't have the patience to desolder at the moment. I'm just going to put it together, clean it up, plug it in, hopefully it works, and we'll go from there. Maybe different colored paper. I'm sorry this has been kind of a hassle, guys. I mean, one way or another, I can get to the bottom of it. It's just a matter of how much time and effort it takes. I'm not too worried about it at the moment. Yeah, I don't think it's cold solder joints. Would you still do a typing test? Yeah. After I put some caps on it, yeah, I'm going to. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of a frustrating situation because it makes very little sense to me. Like, whenever I've had problems in the past, usually it's like it either works or it doesn't work. And this is like somewhere in between, which is strange. Currently working. I like that. I prefer perpetually, permanently working, but I will take temporarily working at the moment. That way I don't go absolutely insane. Right. Try to clean up the plate a little bit here. What other key sets do I have to spare? Nah, I think I'm gonna go with cyan. All right, I feel a little bit better now. That was a little aggravating, though. Yeah, I need some of those. I need some of those Helios, the final ones. What do people use on the right side? It's like home page up, page down ends. That's what people use. Mod colored backslash. You know I'd be crazy. You know your boy Quake keeps it real. Keeping it zeal. Nice. That's pretty good. Keeping it zeal. Sorry guys, I'm honestly still just thinking about what the heck this problem could be. And it's driving me a little nuts. And I apologize for that. Oh, that's wrong. Oops. Might do this a little differently. Just to make sure I get the profiles right. I'm gonna do that just because it's the right profiles. Do I want accents? What do you guys think? Accents? No accents? Just saying not support 6575? This is what I found. Yes, YouTube, I'm still watching, please. Yeah. I mean, I was looking around and I was trying to find any other thing that, any other versions of page up, page down. I couldn't really find anything. There was like a, there was a row 3 page down. I don't know. I don't really care. I'm not going to use those keys anyway, so it doesn't really matter. No accents. Accents dumb. Alright, let's just say no accents then. The heck? Oh. Does this cable still work? Hooray. Alright. Alright, first things first. I'm the realist. Yeah. This was the originative GMK Cyan, so round 2 or whatever. I remember I bought this one straight from originative new stock. Alright, so yeah. What was I doing? I want to get the hex on so I can use the VIA. What lube was used? Krytox GPL 106. Pretty sure that's what I use for the switches and the springs. Okay, all keys working. How to use VEA. Oh, actually, let me show you. Let me... I'm gonna download the new hex. I'm gonna put it on this, and then I'll put VIA on the screen, and you guys can see it. Okay. The heck? Alright, so in Amtel Flip, nothing's showing up when I try to open a USB port connection. But why? Zeal, help. It's working. I don't know. Oh my god. Space plus escape, plugging it in. Is it entered? Oh, does it? Space plus escape while plugging in. That did work, okay. Sorry. At this point my patience meter is like so much lower than it normally is. Load hex file. Do I have to unplug it and plug it back in now? I forgot if I had to do that afterwards. I think I do. Alright. Okay, so in theory we got the new hex on there. Let me open up the VIA. Make sure this is gonna work. I'm having that infinite loop in the VIA configurator again. VIA detecting my M60. Oh, are we detecting my Zeal 65 now? Kind of, but not really. M6 is unplugged. M6 is unplugged. This is the only VIA thing I have plugged in at the moment. It shows up in like the top left corner. It says Zeal 65 right now, and then it's just grayed out. No keyboard detected. Okay. It's showing up as a Zeal 65. I just can't change anything. Am I using the newest VIA? I'm using the newest one that Olivia's given me. 2 point something. Pretty sure it's the newest one. 2.1 or something. Oh, is there another new one? Alright, let me download and install that, and then we'll see what happens. I'm sorry, you guys. More infinite loading on VIA. How does the plate feel on bottom out? Incredibly solid. That's how it feels. I'm probably gonna wind up swapping these Helios to something else for this board. This definitely isn't bad though. I mean, it's 5mm brass and the taller inches are good, so it's pretty good. I mean, these particular... This PCB, the holes for the PCB mount pins are really wide. So as you could probably see, these, like I had switches like falling out earlier before I soldered them. So I might try to like get one of the newer versions of the ZL65 or something and just redo this. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. Okay, so I'm in an infinite VIA loading loop again. Alright, I'm currently using 2.5. M60 shows up just fine. ZL65 shows up, but it's all faded out. I can't do anything on it. Reflash the hex, start application. It should error out. So just reflash the hex. Load hex file.